Bandidos, Tux here, and we are live. It's Wednesday, December 20, and we are back headed for our Die Hard challenge. We're going to climb that Nakatomi tower, aka the summit, but today's stream is going to be a little bit different. Today's stream is going to be a little bit special, and that's because I'm dedicating this stream to our good friend and mod Grumpy, who's been out of town overseas, away from home and away from game. So shout out to him, and this stream will be dedicated to him as we explore some of his comments and build suggestions and give them a try, shall we? What's up, Bandidos? Welcome back to another live stream, December 20th, and we are headed back into the summit, aka how do we say this word? Nakatomi. It's really plaza. It's not actually the tower. I put tower in the description, but it's plaza, and this is day 2, so we got to 20 floors yesterday. And what's unique about this challenge is that we are doing legendary with all 10 directives solo, and we are marching up 100 floors to fight the hunters at the very top of the summit. And so this is quite a journey, and it's fun to explore builds as we make the climb. And so this stream is going to be a special one. So it's a dedicated stream that I'm doing for Grumpy since he's out of town and he's not able to join us on these streams. So it'll be a nice surprise when he watches this on the replay. And he commented, let me throw these up here. Here we go. So he commented on yesterday's stream, giving some good build ideas. And so I thought, you know, why not we give some of these a try, or one of these a try, or a combo of the two, or something like that. So we're gonna have to dig in deep here and then kind of, I guess, put together the blueprint that he's suggesting and then see where these pieces lie amongst my characters. But for the most part, he's exploring explosive resistance in his suggestions, as well as the can't be staggered by the Sawyers. He also offers an option with the Ninja Bike backpack. Both are good ways to play. And then we also have to apply what we know and what we're working with the 10 directives, which he's also considering. But being in there, sometimes your skills don't always work. So because of there's pulses, and then, you know, with the scavenge skills and the cool skills combined, it's kind of messy with your skills. So we have to be careful with that part. So if I can get some regen in here too, then we're gonna do that. But for the most part, let's take a look at number 1. So it looks like he agrees with the mantis and the decoy, and then the fixer drone. He understands that. So sharpshooter, of course, because we need the ammo. So we're kind of stuck with sharpshooter or gunner, but since we're doing the mantis, we're gonna be sharpshooter. We need the ammo. Yikes. Okay, and that's the 10 directives thing. So we got in the first suggestion, just reading down here, we got Sawyers. That's going to provide can't be staggered with some explosive resistance, of course, because we're fighting the legendaries, the Tusk, and that's basically their most difficult thing that you encounter is really their explosives, right? So that's going to give us 10% explosive resistance, and that'll keep us from being staggered. What's important about that is I can still hit heads with accuracy while I'm taking a grenade to the face. And then he's suggesting 1 piece of a Legmo for 20% explosive resistance, and then a Walker and Harris with a red core for more explosive resistance for 30% total. So that would put us at 40% total explosive resistance. Yeah, okay, that's what I'm reading. So he's got explosive resistance and weapon handling. And so we can just toy with the stats. I see what he's going for. He's basically saying max out explosive resistance here. Let's look at the second, the third line, which is 2 pieces R and K for explosive resistance and incoming repairs. He's suggesting weapon handling and repair skills as the secondary stats, and then put red cores on those. And that should be another 30% explosive resistance. And then Headhunter and Vigilance backpack. And then 2 blue cores, 1 yellow core, and 5 red core equivalents plus Vigilance. 90% explosive resistance. And then don't forget about the watch. So that's pretty cool. I like that. And then here's this other one. And this other one is sharpshooter with the Ninja Bike backpack. So that gives us more flexibility. So we'd have one piece of Lengmo for explosive resistance. And then we'd have Brazos. Good morning. And then we'd have, that's gonna give us a skill tier. And then he wants explosive resistance. R&K for more explosive resistance and heals. Spellstone for armor on kill and regen. And then one piece of hot shot. I like the hot shot thing because fast reloads and handling is really helpful with explosive resistance. Headhunter, income repairs, and repair mods. And he gets some alternates at the bottom if we want to toy around with that. So it's really a tough choice between these two because I like a little bit of this and a little bit of that. But one of them, I like the second one a little bit better because I'm not a big fan of vigilance on sniper builds. I feel like it's just kind of wasted. It's just sitting there not doing anything for you except for your first kill. So that's just not that exciting. But the Ninja Bite, but I like Sawyer's knee pads because of the can't be staggered thing. I wasn't too irritated by being staggered from the first one because we had really good regen. So, you know, we take a punch, but we kept on ticking or killing. So maybe we start with the second one, you know, because then we at least get some of that hot shot. Tough call. I mean, I wish I could have both, but hot shots can. I mean, the other way is to create build one, but lose the Brazos and place. That's probably another way to go. I think I might do that actually. Let's do that. Let's go with build one, lose the Brazos and replace them with hot shot because I like the weapon handling. And I think we'd have a little bit of everything. Okay, so I think I get the equation. So let me hide this. Thank you for your tips, Grumpy. And we're gonna put that build together. Okay. Welcome everybody. Welcome Wayne, Chevy Muscle Squad. What's up, honey? Who else jumped in on this? I know PvP is so sad. It's kind of scary. Yeah, it is. But, you know, they're trying to make big swings in PvP, but we'll see. As long as there's something new, PvP is just going to break again. That's how I look at it. Every time there's something new, the littlest thing breaks PvP, right? The littlest thing. Okay, so we're taking off the memento. We're gonna put on the Sawyers, and then we're gonna keep two-piece hot shot. So I'll go ahead and keep the mask, I guess, and then we'll keep hot shot there. Well, I don't know if I can because I think we're gonna try to put on explosive resistance. So let's put on that one, and then see if I got a hot shot over here that I can put explosive resistance on. My bag's extremely full too, so I got to do something about that before we head on over. Offload some stuff. Okay, it's a stash over here. Okay, crits, headshot damage. There we go, that one will work. All right, so that we can load on some explosive resistance. Cool, so we got our two pieces hot shot, I think. So the gloves could change, and that would probably be the Lengbo if I have it there. I still don't have like the widest array of Lengbo yet, just because I haven't been getting good drops there. On the skill side I have, but I've been trying. And so we're also looking for R&K. So, oh, here's one, this will work. Either of these will work. I like the 1.3 million armor, but if we're not going to have heavy armor regen, then I'm not going to need that. But we kind of do need heavy armor regen. So the repair skills are only so good because your skill goes down a lot. And so you sit there with a bunch of repair skills, but you don't have a skill that's healing you. So that can be kind of painful. And then the explosive resistance isn't doing anything for you unless you can hit with an explosive. So it's a big pain in the butt in there with all the directives. So I think I have an R&K chess piece though. That might work. I should at least. What up, Xander? Welcome in. Action Jackson. What up, Zombie? Yeah, we're coming up with a, this is gonna be a new concept, really. It's very specifically tuned, okay? So all of these builds, the one that you're gonna see a new build in the morning too. I got a build video going out in the morning. And so these builds are tuned for 10 directives specifically. And so if you weren't running directives, you might run these builds differently. Let's see, where is an R&K? I like R&K, so I save a lot of it. Let me go check my other character. And it's getting a mega buff next season, so if everything goes as planned, I think they were pushing up the explosive resistance. It's actually going to give you more explosive resistance than Langmo does, which is pretty impressive. I like Collector better. I mean, I think the only reason why I'd choose Mad Bomber is if I was already running another exotic for some reason. Like the Vile Mask, you know, and that depends on which grenade you're running. But if you're running that Grupo backpack, I'd probably go with Collector. It's kind of an obvious pairing. I think the devs took a pretty straightforward path there. Because you're gonna get the bigger grenade radius, but you're also gonna get, oh, thanks for that cheer. I appreciate you. 2033.
Safe area detected.
Where are you coming in from? Is that Korea? I'm guessing south. Is that a good guess? Is that an obvious guess? Can't be north, could it? I'm guessing by the characters here. Okay, so we're looking for R&K chess piece, or Langmo. There we go. So there's a Langmo with crits. That won't work with more crits. Walker, Alps, nope. More Alps, nope. Geez, you'd think I would have an R&K chest. I feel like I do. With the Headhunter talent on it. Oh, this one, nope. Damn. All right, let's check the backpack area. Come on. I mean, I don't mind if we can't do R&K, that's fine. We'll just work with what we got, but we can run explosive resistance everywhere and just not do R&K. That might help me put on some more regen anyways. I have R&K pieces, but if I don't have a Langmo in these slots, which apparently I don't. Well, here's a Bellstone that I can put explosive resistance on, so we'll take that one. So many pieces, and it's amazing that I don't have what I'm looking for sometimes. I'm like really amazed. I'm like, really? Okay, so let's offload a couple of things while we're here. So there's an R&K backpack. None of these will work for what we're doing, so. A Lengmo with unstoppable force. It's not really that good. Need to delete these really. We can push that one. Push that one. All right. Yeah, I know, zombie. It's just like, yeah. Typical though, right? It's just like every time we get something new, it's just like, how did that? I mean, I know they were dealing with a lot of game breaking bugs, but you know, that's just me tossing out an excuse for the devs. But it just seems like such a little and obvious thing. You know what I mean? Like, you gotta be able to craft, you gotta be able to recal. I mean, that sucks for farming, right? Because that means you're gonna have to go after that loot goblin over and over and over again, and you can't put a skill tier on it. Hey, I'm gonna put out a video talking about some of the things that the devs are missing into PTS and nobody's talking about it. I don't think anybody's talking about it. Let me know if this is a conversation you've heard being had. But one of the big things is like that the devs aren't considering, and this is crazy after I thought about it, is the expertise system changes with the ability to re-roll your exotic. So you know how you can re-roll your exotic, right? We were talking about this a little bit the other day in stream, but it was sort of a different conversation. But so you're gonna be able to re-roll your third attribute on your exotic, right? So if this was an exotic, we're talking about that damage to targets out of cover. However, when you re-roll exotics, you have to go over to your, you know, your crafting station. You go in here and then you basically crush it and they give you a new one and you're rolling the dice until you get, let's say, damage to armor. And then you keep that one, right? And then that's the one that you now own. And so it's not like the recalibration station where you go in here and you pick that attribute, right? And you just re-roll it. It's not like that. It's a crush and roll the dice, crush and roll the dice, just like the St. Elmo's, just like the Ouroboros, right? Okay. Does it stay if you re-roll? You know where I was going, right, Dragon? Tell me, does it? Because all of our exotics, like my Mantis has, you know, 19 expertise levels and my Nemesis has whatever. And so if I want to change my Nemesis, for example, which I do, you know, I'm worried that I would lose all those exotics would go to garbage. Oh God, thank Jesus. Thank Jesus. Yeah, because we were talking about it the other day and we were just talking about this the other day, but it's a crush and it's a, because you crush your exotic, right? Thanks, Mike. Yeah, appreciate you, bro. But do you guys do it into PTS is what you're talking about, right? Or you're saying you're doing it in the regular game. And so it works in the regular game already is what you're saying, I think, right? I think that's basically what you're saying to me. Saying it works in the regular game and thus it'll work in, yeah. You don't crush it? Isn't that basically what's happening is you crush it? I mean, you go to that station, right? One of my characters has a level 1 exotic, but that's okay. I'll take your word on it. You guys know exactly what I'm talking about, so I'll test it later when the system comes out. There's no point in testing it now. You guys do exactly what I was talking about, so that was the answer I needed. I feel better. I can sleep better tonight. Okay, so we're looking for RNKs, kind of like this. But we want one like that, so we'll take that one. So that's one RNK. I also like the idea of running 2 pieces of Golan, or really, yeah. So I'm gonna bring some Golans along too. Let's see here. Okay, Murakami. So I do have explosive resistance Murakami. We could take that one. just to stay on theme, because I can try to stay as close to concept as possible, but I might not actually have the pieces. So here's that one. And then Brazos, just bringing alternates too. Right on, Mike. Yeah, that's sounding good then. I'll bring that one just in case. And then these we don't need. Well, let's check the mask. I'll take another Bellstone option. Alps is okay, but again, I don't want to overly invest in the repair skills. I might do with mods, you know, play around with the mods. RNK with crits. Where's all my RNK? I saved thousands of pieces of RNK and now I can't find it. Ah, something's going on, man. Somebody's stealing my gear. Get rid of all these chill outs. That's a good Habsburg option. We can use that one. There's another Langmo option right there. That might even be better than what we were using earlier. Another Langmo. Okay, we got a couple Langmos already, so that's good. Push you out. Push you out. Push you out. There's an RNK option right there. So I think that's two RNKs. Okay, and just make a little bit of room too while I'm here because I have to. I need to find a second Golan while I'm in here too. All right, let's see if those gloves host a Golan for me. So we're looking for Golan, I guess, with headshot damage already on it. That's what we need. Ooh, that one will work. No, that's a Brazos. Damn it. Teasing me, Brazos. Get out of my way. I'm looking for a regen. That's why I want two-piece Golan on the build, if I can. But we'll go with what we got. All right. Yeah, that loot goblin, I'm pretty sure he's been pickpocketing me. What up, Larry? Good to see you back, man. Let's see what you got to say. Hey, Tux, would it be easier to tell the devs to remove the weapon and gear that aren't used much or underperforming to better streamline the game? I'm not against the buff, just curious. To remove them? I mean, it's hard to say. I mean, they see things we don't see, right? You would expect them to see things we don't see, so it's hard to say what's underperforming, what's not. We have a sentiment here. We're a pretty, a relatively small community if you think about it. But there's players in France and Brazil and Japan and Singapore and who knows what they're using on the East Coast, on the eastern sea, side of the world or whatever. I don't know. So like, they would, I don't know if they would have to take regional things into consideration. I don't know. Maybe I'm complicating it on my mind. I mean, yeah. I would rather they just rework it. Look at this ghost. There's a ghost in the Division 2. Oh, there they are. I mean, I'd rather they just fix it. A lot of these are easy fixes, man. It's just lazy. You know what I mean? It's just like, how are you not tackling this right now? It is so easy to fix this and that and this and that, How are they not? You know what I'm saying? Like, some of this stuff is so easy. Like, why, like Langmo, for example, so easy. Langmo needs to be fixed. Why the fuck do you have LMG damage down there? Take that off. Who was thinking that? You know, what I'm gonna do is put LMG damage after 3 pieces of Langmo, because yeah, that's what people are doing, is running half their build with, you know, it's just that's a random ass build, man. But look. Some things are funny, right? And so that's why I try not to jump to too many conclusions, no matter how much I think I know this game. All right, the reality is that the devs are, believe it or not, sometimes smarter than us. And so, okay, remember, I always, you know, we mentioned this, so you longtime players know what I'm talking about. Remember we used to complain about Rainbow Gear, and Rainbow Gear was crap and it sucked and we hated Rainbow Gear, stop giving it to us. And then the very next season, the devs gave us the ultimate Rainbow Gear. They gave us Hunter's Fury and Memento, you know, and many of us learned, some people are still learning apparently, but many of us learned that, holy shit, you know, maybe the perfect hybrid is the strongest build in the game, not just purely from a damage perspective, but from all around perspective. It changed it from a fast time to kill to the strongest builds being fast time to kill with fast time to heal. We realized that you could have both fast time to kill, fast time to heal. We realized that, we learned because the devs showed us. The devs gave us gear and said, look, you want hybrids, trust me. You know what I mean? And hybrids are more than just skill builds. Hybrids are like different colored attributes, or rainbow builds is another way to call them. Red, yellow, blue, red, yellow, blue, red, yellow, blue, right? And it's in the balance of those things that you get the best builds in the game. My best and favorite builds in the game are not all red builds, and they're not all blue builds either. They're a combination of something. You know, and I'm not saying they're the best and they work for all content. I'm saying that they're my best and they're my favorite, you know, and for the content that I take on. But more importantly, the biggest factor and what makes the best build in the game, and not many people talk about this, and they usually talk globally, unfortunately, but is really your play style. I think everything has to be cut down to play style, aggressive or tactical. Or you might call that relaxed, but aggressive or tactical. We got 2 play styles in this game. That's it. And every build falls into one of those 2 categories. And sometimes it's a build that can play with both, but it usually favors one of those, right? The amount of armor on kill and the amount of damage you need is relative to one of those play styles. So if you're playing from cover, you don't need as fast heals because you're not taking as much damage. So you might as well go less on the recovery side of things and more on the damage side, because you got a big concrete wall in front of you. You know what I mean? But when you're out of cover, you actually need faster damage, right? You need burst, and then you also need faster time to kill because you're constantly taking damage or you're at risk of it. You know what I mean? And so it's a different formula, and before we didn't have builds that catered to that. It's much more, you need an aggressive build for an aggressive playstyle. I mean, you know. Okay, let me put that hot shot back on. Where was see, that's the problem, is that my mask is the other hot shot piece. Oh, and that's where that best Langmo is. But this one will work. I can get that one to work. Okay, and so we just got to make sure we don't run too much armor. So now the challenge is backpack and chest. Let's see if we can get that to work. So we got the one piece here of Bellstone, and so we can't get Golan because we don't have the pieces for it. So it's going to be 2 pieces of Bellstone, 1 piece Bellstone. We're going to have to run 2 pieces of Bellstone because we're going to need the armor on kill. I should have that piece. Yeah, that one. So we can run Vigilance. The thing is, I might want to give up the hot shots because we just don't have enough slots to run. God damn it, dude. Stop bumping into me. explosive resistance, right? Like, I can add some there. And then I could put some there. That's not a problem. Put some there. There. I guess we don't have to be fully. Yeah, okay, let's just roll that. Let's just roll that. This can work. Mask. Okay, so we're gonna put explosive resistance here. Backpack, explosive resistance. And then we got a lot of blue cores, but we don't have a lot of armor regen. But I don't have an option either. But we're running Vigilance, so hopefully that'll make up for it. And then I'll make up for it also through headshot damage mods. All right, and then here we put headshot damage. We got a lot of weapon handling. I don't want that weapon handling. We got too much weapon handling. I'd rather have those as headshot damage, but I just don't have the right pieces. Oops. Okay, we should be close. Let's see where we are at explosive resistance. So, I mean, that's 90%. That's basically the cap without running R and K. So that's good. Okay, and then let's add headshot damage here. Oh, that's not what I want to do. Mod, headshot damage. Headshot damage. And then headshot damage. And then I think we're good to go. The only thing I would do differently if I had a choice is take off one armor core, but I don't have that choice right now. But we have 30% weapon damage coming off of this, okay? So, and we can't be staggered. So we just have to be still for our first kill. And then we can move all we want once we have that activated. But we will lose it from time to time because, you know, there's lots of tech that we're going to have to dispose of our chain killing buff on. Get rid of some of these things here. All right, that should be good. All right, let's head over. All right.
I need you to secure a skyscraper. This may take a while. Hope you cleared your schedule.
Let's do it. All right, so we got all 10 directives on. We're not gonna have any ammo. We're not gonna have any skills. We're gonna have armor regen, armor break, not working, things like that. So we should be on floor 20. We're gonna continue, and we're on legendary, the 3 stars. So we got approximately 10 levels yesterday doing this. So the funny thing is, although we're getting 188% XP, it's not actually a good XP farm because you don't clear content that quickly. But more importantly, God, they're always giving us rogues in this thing. If you want rogues, come to freaking Summit. We fought 3 rogues last time. Okay, so we're not going to want this for rogues. We're going to want this. We had 3 rogue encounters last time, and I was like, what? So I got to sit here and get ammo because That's what sucks about giving us rogues on the first room. No ammo. All right, let's kick it off. We got 10 rounds. That's plenty, right?
Rogue assault turret detected. Hostile assault turret detected. Rogue fixer drone detected. Hostile fixer drone detected.
What's that armor break, huh? Problem is I got both of them right there, and so they both shoot. As soon as I come out of cover, they're ready. You see that? See that? I'm picking this guy down, though. Come on, buddy.
Serious trauma detected.
There's a second armor break right there. Been up in that. We need one of them to rush us here. This.
System malfunctioning. System restored.
Glad it got smoky in here. What the fuck? Just when I came in, huh? I know you're coming up behind me. He's almost dead.
Assault turret detected. Hostile assault turret detected. Rogue fixer drone detected. Hostile fixer drone detected.
Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Give me the head. Ah. Come on, buddy. Oh, that was my shot. This turret's over here, which is really annoying. They got me at a funny angle. There we go.
Immediate medical assistance needed.
He's not gonna like this punch. Come here, buddy. Look up. Look up. Waiting for you. He's trying to time me out, you know. Waiting for my buff to be canceled. Oh, you dick. Did I land it? Fucker.
Rogue agent eliminated. Rogue shock trap detected.
All right, that's 4-1.
Detected.
Okay, let's put back on our Mantis. Brazos. So of course you can set your targeted loot too. So right now I'm farming Brazos. Looking for some more Brazos chest pieces and backpacks for next season, since we're gonna get more magazine size. I'm excited for that. Thanks, Sick Jim. All right. Let's go earn some armor kits. What do you guys say? Displace. Unlimited decoys, I'm telling you. You are king with decoys in this game. SMG build, sniper build, doesn't matter, but especially for sniper builds. And what's also cool about sniper builds is you don't give a fuck about healing stations. You can kill anybody standing in a healing station, right? Because you got the ultimate burst damage. Hopefully they give us another med kit. Yep, they did. Let's get some of these greens. So far a good build. It's working for us. Let's heal up. A little bit of our armor back. And away we go. Keep up, armor drone, or drone refixer thing, whatever. All right, what do we got? Rusher, drone operator. I'll take the drone operator. We got almost 90% explosive resistance, so we're not too afraid of that. Oh, that was landed, bro.
System disrupted.
You know what really sucks is on top of not having skills, they have the ammo that disables your skills too, right? So it's like times 3 basically. You got 3 things that are taking out your skills. Watch, this can't be staggered thing is nice, eh? I don't want to get sniped by that dog. So one of my biggest things that I really want to do is keep my armor from breaking. Obviously, right? But like, see, the thing about yesterday's build, which one reason why I liked it was that the armor regen was so strong. We had 5% armor regen. And that kept the enemy from being able to break my armor very easily. Now, the reason why you don't want your armor to break is that because of the armor break directive that requires you to have or to use an armor kit in order to get your potential armor back. See that red line on my dealio there on my armor bar? I mean, that thing sucks. That sucked. And, you know, they just never give you enough armor kits, apparently. Just broke my armor again. See what I'm saying? So annoying.
System malfunctioning.
All right. And then they destroy your heals all the time. You know what I mean? I mean, it's kind of bullshit how they get this EMP pulse when they die. It's like, that's the last thing we need right now. It's like, stupid game. You're hard enough. You know, the game is hard enough, right? You know, with all their skills and tech and all that shit. And then they give you one last kick in the nuts as they explode. They shock you and disable your skills, right? It's just like, screw you, game. What up, Chaotic Blade? What's going on, man? Let's use some of this TAC 50 ammo. What do we got here? Operator. Do you though? That's an easy one. All right. Let's fix that last armor. Yeah, fragile armor, that's what it's called. Yeah, it's the worst skill of all of them. It really is. It's the absolute worst one. A pain in the butt to deal with. What are you gonna do? I mean, if the game did a better job of giving you armor kits.
Terminal and hostile control.
Okay, so we gotta take out these fuckers. So let's. Whoops, you ran into that one. Wasn't my fault. Oh, what? How was that not a kill? The fuck? Come on, man. Pop up your head. What the hell? Oh, it's so annoying. I need this guy to get up. Ah! Come on, man, I need you. There it is. Oof, oof. They're everywhere.
System disrupted.
Thank God for decoys. She doesn't like decoys, though.
System back online.
Better heal up a little bit. Jesus Christ. That special ammo hurts. Got a sniper dog looking right at my neck. Alright, let me just... I guess I'll just take this out. Since every time I poke my head out, that sniper dog is going after me. All right. Just not enough armor kits in this game, I'm telling you. But help us out a little bit. And the problem isn't that it breaks and whatever. It's just that, you know, player confidence goes down the less armor you have, right? You know, so it forces me to hide more. What up, Grumpy? Yeah, I'm running your build, man. I'm running one of your builds. Yeah, we did the whole thing. Look, you're gonna have to scroll back, but I even brought your notes. You see? Those are your notes. I dedicated the stream to you. This is your stream, Grumpy. You're gonna have to play it back from the beginning to hear everything I said, though. I'm not gonna repeat myself. Because no, I never do that. I mean... Yeah, so I'm not running RNK, but everything else is basically build 1. So we got the Sawyers. I got 90% explosive resistance. So instead of RNK, I went hot shot so I can get the weapon handling. And then I didn't have some of the pieces, so I went with 2 Bellstone instead of Brazos. So I just kind of did what I did to make it work. But where was it? Yeah, so we're at max explosive resistance. So it feels pretty good so far. Shoot straight. Heligard, Brazos, crits, explosive resistance, safeguard. Nah. With the Brazos I'm basically looking for Brazos that allows me to change my main core attribute. So it's gonna have to have perfect substats, basically. Yeah. I mean, explosions aren't bad as long as you got the heals to get through it. But I love Sawyers. The best part about Sawyers... Oops, I must have missed that thing. What I really like about Sawyers is you can still get your shot out while taking an explosion. I mean, I love that. You know what I mean? It's just like, the can't be staggered thing has got to be one of the greatest things in the game. I mean, we need more ways to get it. I mean, so many ideas we could be giving these devs. You know what I mean? I mean, shit like that, you know? Because it wouldn't break the game because it already exists, you know? So imagine a sniper whose talent was can't be staggered, you know? So you could run the sniper with the memento, for example, and you can't be staggered, or with the coyote mask or whatever, you know? And it's not a damage thing, right? That's a hazard protection thing in a way. It's not really a protection at all because you still take damage, you just can't be staggered. So there's no breaking the game with that one. It already exists too, right? Let me hide that thing in the corner. Okay, who do we got here? So speaking of stats, let's go ahead and build our Sawyers. So we can get max punch. And then let's go find somebody. Okay, so I see a warhound over there. All right.
System curtailed. System restored.
You're next, you fucking dog. So right here, we're taking that explosive resistance like a champ, right? So we're basically immune to his bullshit. We'll take damage from direct impacts, though. See that red line? That's how you disable this guy. See that? I shocked him. That's how you disable him. That red line right there. So that one hurt. So did that one.
Medical assistance needed.
Better go get a little bit of heal. We don't really have much regen to cope with that one. Come here, you super dog. I don't know why you're still alive, but it's bugging me. It's probably because I keep losing vigilance and I'm losing Sawyer, so maybe I should just stand still, I guess. Hold on. Finally, dude. Up. Oh, really? She just punched me around the corner. Stretch Armstrong. Come on up. Air is crisp. Bro. Timing me out, man. I don't like it. Oh, you fucker. Oh, you suck, dude. Ooh, she's got moves. Come here, ninja sniper. It's got to be a headshot. It's got to be a headshot. How come she's moving like that? Like she's an alien on crack. Anybody else seen this?
System disrupted.
Aliens on crack.
System activated.
Thanks, Grumps. Wow. You saw that, right? Oh my god, that's 2 headshots. She's a beast, man. Didn't even stagger her. That's fucked up. I'm telling you. He didn't even stagger her. I mean, she took 2 headshots. Kept coming at me. Oh my gosh. See a warhound.
Heading in. Taking the shot.
God damn, why am I taking damage? Oh, she's a tango dancer. All right, let's get out of here. Let's blow this joint. Larry Cummings, the sniper skill build with the sniper. Yeah. You know, to be honest with you, it's I'm just not good with that thing. You know, that sniper skill. Obviously, practice makes perfect, and I just don't have any practice with it. That's there being the problem. It's one of those things, you know. But it's a good skill. It fucking kills, man. No doubt. God damn it. You can't get a shot. But they can shoot me. They can shoot me, though. Don't worry. Can't shoot them, but they can shoot me. Ah. This guy in the corner is irritating me. Really? How about that? Still? How about that? Okay, Jesus. Just hanging on for his dear life, huh? Oh, come on here. Wait. Little sweet kiss from Tux right there on the pucker. Go crits. That was okay.
Rogue striker drone detected.
Ugh, one of these rooms.
Hostile striker drone detected. EMP jammer detected.
Oh, EMPs too. How great.
System malfunctioning. System forward. System disrupted. System
Jesus Christ. Very accurate.
System malfunctioning. System forward.
Annoying, right? You see what I'm dealing with? All right, unusual hostile fire team. Let's see what they're gonna throw at us now.
Server terminal detected.
Oh my God. Apparently this guy is doing the crazy crab walk. Whoops.
Curtailed. System reactivated. Terminal confirmed.
Oh man, he's strong. Hostile lieutenant detected. Okay. Coming quicker. Ah.
Incoming. High risk hostile.
Ooh, there's 2 rushers. Fuck. Didn't see the other one. Sneaky, sneaky. Ooh, hoo-hoo-hoo. You didn't like that.
Got the range.
Okay, you are. I'm coming for you too. Ooh, exotic. And we got an Hermano. That's an exotic chest. Oh, I think that's our project. But we are full already? How did that happen? Sorry, again, I had to delete a couple things there. These are gonna add up on us as we climb. Maybe there's something good. Maybe there's not. All right, take that. Open it, see if it's anything worthwhile, which it shouldn't be because I don't need anything. Iron lung, wow, actually, that's interesting. What's the armor? Probably don't need it. All right, and foul, no. Big show, no. Definitely no. Calibre, I love that weapon. Don't need it though. X45 backpack. Come on. Nope. Another Brazo or Mono. They keep giving me that. All right, let's see what we got here. Alps with crits. All right, I'll take it. Probably keep taking those and deleting them. Weapon handling has pro. No. All right, SRA1, Brazos, crits and repair. I don't need another one of those. All right, let's go fight. Oh, gotta climb. Time is a money. So elevator checkpoint, those are always helpful. Let's see. Every now and again, you'll get stuck on a floor series, you know, and it gets annoying. Like, oh man, you'll go up 3 floors and it keeps sending you back. 3 floors, you go up 3 floors, it keeps sending you back. You're like, ah, oh, it's the same series over and over again.
Terminal and hostile control.
Okay, so I think this one. Let's get some stacks here. I can take the drone operator first, probably. So the warhounds are going to be immune. So we're going to have to kill. Did she not die? Ooh, really? How? Uh-oh, there's 2 of them. It's not good. God damn it. Oh, fucking, they're the worst. The way they move. Stop. You know, it's like, ah. That's a good place to die, though. I went for the wrong first target. Ultimately is what that was. There we go. What? Sniper dog's hurt. They're flexing on me now, aren't they? Hey, it changed. The rushers are actually my worst. Not because they come close. It has nothing to do with like proximity. It has to do with the way they move. The way they move is like really annoying. They start and stop, and so it's hard to track and predict their movements a little bit. So the best time to kill them is when they're running straight at you. I mean, she's basically in the women in the WNBA. I mean, I don't know what to say. Idiot. He just launched a grenade right at my face and landed in his own face. You know what would be a good weapon combo, actually, now I think about it, is the Sweet Dreams. So like White Death Sweet Dreams combo. There's so many non-elites and all those rushers and shit that are a pain in the ass, you could just quickly get them out of your way. Ooh, we gotta do that. Obviously, it's not gonna help with like chungas or anything like that, but they're not as many, you know? I mean, the decoy, it'd be a shame to lose a decoy though, but.
Terminal infiltrated.
Oh, is it broken now? It is. You see that? Shit. Okay, we're gonna have to fix that. So, if you see, I'm not repairing my armor. And so that means it's just the game is gonna get impossible. Okay, let's go down in the lobby. I think if we go to the lobby, turn it off and turn it back on, maybe that'll work. That means we're gonna have to fight that room over again. That's all right. We only did it twice before. Why not 3 times? Or 4. That'd make it number 4. So I don't know if this is the way it works to fix it, but I'm gonna try it. So I'm gonna not give up on it now. So let's go change settings, set directives. So it's this fragile armor one. This is the one that keeps breaking. Confirm, apply. And then let's try it again. Change settings, set directives, and let's turn it on again. Hope that works. Switch a gear piece too. All right, I can do that. I've tried to do that before, if I remember, like in game, and it didn't work. But I should have tried before I fast traveled though, huh? Mister, get me out of here. Okay, now we need to earn a little bit of ammo before we fight. Warhound's in here too.
Firing on hostile.
System disrupted. System back online.
Let's go back and cover, earn some ammo.
I see a drone up there. Tango's in my sight. Target's at close range.
Immediate medical assistance needed.
Have to be careful how much ammo I use here. I gotta stay in cover so I keep earning it. And rely on my pistol a little bit. Ah, God, he's so fast. Fucking tank is coming for me. God damn it. Not having any ammo is pretty horrible. You just took out my skill. Damn you. So our regen's a little bit more helpful than skills because of shit like that.
System restored.
And it's not an infrequent thing because, you know, that's what the Tusk have, right? Lots of tech and... All right, but I think we got enough crap to get the party started, so let's do it. Nice shot, tank. It's got predictive analytics, that tank, huh? Where's his master? Thank you. There's a med kit up there. Ammo's up there. Let's go get that. We need med kits. Oh, really, Ted? It's like it has to do with the numbers? Huh. That's hard to track, though, you know what I mean? So let's see. It says once we hit the elevator, go from 3 to 6 to 7 or 9 to 10. So 3 and above, and then 6 to 7, and his armor would reset. But that's weird. But sometimes this happens in the open world too. So it's not just the summit. The thing is just all out glitchy. You love how the skills don't explode on the decoy? Like they're smart enough to realize it's a decoy? Isn't that kind of bullshit? And then like it was just waiting for the decoy to expire. I mean, this is bullshit. Why wouldn't they explode on the decoy? Are they smarter than the NPCs? Is that what they're telling me there? That's exactly what they're telling us, aren't they? Oh, that sucks. That was not a headshot.
System.
Here we go.
Oh,
Vital signs critical. System malfunctioning. Terminal infiltrated.
heads up, 7 up. Yeah, that armor break sucks, though. But I think it's working now, right? I think I used an armor kit and it healed it at one point. So... take that. Uh-oh. An armor kit, please. Yeah, it is. We need those. Basically running here with like no armor. Oh, it didn't fix it. Fuck. It didn't fix it. So annoying. Oh god, he's broke it again. Let's try again. See if it'll work. If not, then I'll try. Yes, he didn't fix it. Okay, let me try swapping a piece. See if that works this time. Grupo. Bellstone. Let me try it again. Nope. Fuck! Yeah, but I am in combat. I used 2 armor kits in here. One, I changed it, my gear. Now I'm out of armor kit, so I can't test anymore. I mean, I can't fight like this. Right? I mean, it'd be pointless. You could eventually run out of armor and just have nothing. You're just gonna have nothing. That sucks because, well, I'm gonna try to push until the elevator. It sucks because we basically have gone beyond, right? The point of no return. There we go. There's all our armor.
Serious trauma detected.
Ugh.
Agent
Yeah.
vital signs 0.
That sucks. You know? So this isn't the first time this has happened. This has happened to us dozens of hundreds of thousands of times. And so last time we did this, we ended up pushing down to 9 directives because it was just, you just don't know when it's going to happen. The problem is that you spend all that time fighting 3 floors. And then if that happens on the 3rd floor and then you die or you run out of armor kits or you can't go forward, then you just lose all of that time and you have to go backwards. You know what I mean? You end up having to go back 3 floors, so you lose like an hour. Sometimes some of these floors, it takes like an hour to get through 3 floors, or a half hour or whatever, because they're hard floors. And so it's really risky to be running around with the potential of that thing glitching. And I was hoping this time we wouldn't do that, but it's really risky, you know, because let's see, can I? Yeah. So unfortunately, I'm gonna have to swap it. Yesterday it worked all day, and I don't know what the difference is, you know. But I mean, it sucks. It sucks because I mean, yesterday it might have worked really well because I had such a good build with the armor regen. Meaning, you know, the armor regen kept me from breaking armor. So maybe it would have glitched yesterday. I just never broke my armor very often. Nicola. Does it annoy you when people say Nicola, or is that how you pronounce your name? But I figure it's Nicola, probably, right? Nicola. Because your last name's Gio, so I'm thinking it's pretty Italian. I mean, I know it's not, in the grand scheme of things, it's not a big deal, but the reason why I want to keep it, and I wish it didn't glitch, is that it's actually one of the harder directives. And so I don't want to get rid of the harder directives. You know what I mean? Like, I want to keep the harder directives to showcase the build and, you know, my damn good skills. No, but it is one of the harder directives, you know? And yesterday's build showed how good it was because it stood up against that directive. And our armor, we never used our armor kits, hardly did, you know? But anyways, I guess we could take the opportunity to shuffle the build. I think we saw this build work, so we could shuffle a couple of pieces anyways, since we're here. He answered about anything. Yeah, I know the saying. Some people call me Tux. Some people call me Tux. Some people call me Tuxalux. Oh, down yourself with the... Well, downing yourself would set me back, so I can't. You know? I can't do that because I don't have an ally. But I hear you, Scrab. That's a good idea. Swap to efficient. Yeah, it's not a bad idea either. Okay, well, I'm just going to change builds. Swap it up a little bit. I like this build, though. It works well. We could try keeping it if I run more armor regen. But let's try the other backpack version. I'm going to throw it up on the screen again. So the other version he was talking about was the Ninja Bike backpack. Same configuration, basically, right? So you got Brazos, R&K, Langmo, Bellstone, Hot Shot. So it's basically what we got going on here, except the Ninja Bike is going to allow us to run more variety. So let's just switch this up. But it's the same concept, which is explosive resistance, except now we're going to lose the Sawyers, which I really like. But let's just drop that out for a second. And maybe we go to... I'm just going to put something random here for a second. And then let's go ahead and put on the Ninja. Ninja on snipers is really effective, if you didn't know that. Now, Ninja isn't a good solution for anything. But on sniper builds, are so overpowered that bringing in more utility is absolutely okay. And so, like, I can just run one piece now of Hot Shot and be happy with it. Let's try putting it on the gloves, like that. And then for the mask, we can run our Langmo. It's not really worth running Langmo, is it? Because it's going to unlock skill health. And we don't want that. That's a waste. Yeah, so we can't run Langmo. Yeah, he saw that too. You can see, it says ER and skill health, and then he has meh right there. So we're looking at build number 2, the bottom section. So he caught that too. So good job, Grumpy. Paying attention to the details. Okay, so, but we can run something else like R&K and get explosive resistance that way, and incoming repairs. And then down here, we can run the Brazos, Picaro, and then pick up a skill tier. Something like... I should have an explosive resistance one. But that one could work too. That one could work, and I could put on explosive resistance instead of repair. Yeah, okay. And then, let's see here. So we're looking good, looking good. And then a Bellstone. I mean, a Murakami wouldn't be bad either. I mean, what a hodgepodge of a build, but it's actually a good build. Let's see what else he suggested. He probably said Alps. Hotshot, Bellstone, R&K, Brazos, Langmo. I mean, we could run 2 pieces of Hotshot and pick up 30% headshot damage too. Or Habsburg, like he mentioned. Wouldn't be bad either. Let's see what I got for my knees. Uzina would give us more armor on kill. Wouldn't mind that. Murakami's would give us skill duration, repair skills, and armor regen. So that's not bad. That's the trifecta. Bellstone's more incoming repairs, which is kind of the same as that. But we get... That's not worth it. It's not worth it. But Uzina's not bad because we also pick up armor with that, armor on kill. But I like the passive. We need passive heals because you see that we get in this crunch. Let me see what I got in the stash. You know what I mean? We get in this crunch where sometimes there's something like, there was those sniper warhounds. Remember those sniper warhounds that, like, every time I pop my head out, they would punch me in the face with their snipers. So there's these times where you get in like that. And so I need fast heals so I can keep taking damage and then pop out, take damage again, pop out. So the Murakamis would be strong because they get skill duration, repair skills, and the armor regen. So that's not bad. And then we got the Habsburg combo here, which isn't bad either. I could just bring both along and we could swap as we go. But Langmo's not really going to work with We could go Golan also. Ooh, that's not a bad idea. Let me see if I got Golan. And if we get Golan and Murakami, so Golan somewhere else, that would be cool. That would be cool. Let me see. So the Golan we would want up here. See if I have a Golan mask. No, let me see if I have it down here. Yeah, we do. Okay, so let's put Bellstone, Golan, Murakami. This could be a good combo. So let's do that. So we're gonna remove some explosive resistance here. Then over here we were gonna go Golan. I would try to keep the Brazos, but Golan's. I'm gonna load up an armor regen. I think it's this right there. And then, so there's 1% armor regen with repair skills and duration. So that's a good little combo. There's 2% armor regen. There's 3% armor regen with armor on kill. And then up here, we should try to get maybe even a Xena mask and pull in more total armor and armor on kill. See if I have that though, right? I know I have that somewhere. Let's see if I have it on my chest. Anybody want to come shopping in my closet? Got lots of gear. It's never enough, apparently. Okay, so there's a Uzina option. Okay. And I don't think I saw a mask, right? Just double checking here real quick. Because we can put the Uzina anywhere. I should have it. There it is. And then there's a second belt sound. Okay, cool. We got a couple options. Let's see which ones work. So this is an easy one to swap, so I can put it in the gloves. Okay, let's do that. So we'll take the Uzina gloves. Cool. The chest, I take off that. Yeah, and then here, we're going to put back up the Uzina Golan. Well, I guess we can... Oh, no. This has to be hot shot. Okay. Do that one. Cool. We're at 1.3 million armor. And then I can mix in some protection from elites. That's what I'll do. And then down here, actually, let's put protection from elites up here. And then I'm going to put on some repair skill. Well, I don't know if I want to do repair skills because this thing breaks. And when it breaks, it's like I have a mod that's wasted. So I'll leave it like this. This looks good. Weapon handling, headshot damage, weapon handling, protection, headshot damage. Cool. And then explosive resistance, I'll take that one off actually though. I'll put headshot damage there. That'll give me more flexibility with my mods. So let me just fix that. Oop, we need some money. Chest, explosive, headshot. Yeah, wouldn't it be cool to have a war room where you could go in and grab your weapons like off the wall and stuff like that? Walk-in closet for my guns. That's what I need. Can you believe Christmas is so close? It's so close. I'm trying to put out a bunch of good videos before Christmas. So we got one going out in the morning. And I got a big tips video coming out for you. Right now, I'm over 100 tips. Like, that's how big the video is. So it's going to go really fast, right? It's 100 things I wish I knew when I started the Division 2. Take that ammo.
Trying to encircle us. Put him down.
Sniper active.
Copy. On your lead. Hey, line's no good.
Terminal infiltrated. System disrupted.
Look, we got heals. Yeah.
Spotted something.
Oh, I swear that landed her.
System back online.
Really?
Taking a shot.
She's a ghost. Wait, right there. All right, I'm ready. You ready? Let's do this, motherfucker.
Getting hit out here.
Got a man down.
Malfunctioning.
That special ammo sucks, huh?
System restored.
God, she doesn't stagger from that? Come on. It's game. I mean, who can take an explosion and not stagger? The Tusk, that's who.
Concentrating fire.
System curtailed.
Dicks.
System reactivated.
I shoot the decoy by accident sometimes. I'm like, what? And then I look at him and be like, man, why you have to look so scary?
Rogue striker drone detected. Hostile striker drone detected. EMP jammer detected nearby. System malfunctioning. System back online. System disrupted. System restored.
keep sending more. See why I don't like relying on my fixer drone so much? Because of the scavenge skill thing, and you have to make choices between your skills a lot. You end up many times not running around with a healer, which is why the Mantis is the weapon for the summit, in my opinion, because it gives you that skill back no matter what. Doubles your ability to pull aggro off of you, or pull aggro. It's like having two players almost. One's a human decoy. That would be cool to have that. It's basically a tank build. Have a buddy play human decoy. That'd be a good combo for this this challenge, actually. One guy be a tank, like an invulnerable tank, but also has riot foam. And he just goes around pulling enemies out of cover and sticking them a riot foam so you can snipe them easier. Yeah, if the decoy could shoot back. I thought that too, honey. I thought it would be cool to have like if it was a proximity mine. I made a meme about that once. What I did was I put an EMP explosive, I'm sorry, a sticky explosive bomb on the decoy, and then as soon as the hyena rusher rushed the decoy, I exploded it.
Situation detected.
You know, if you want this to go smooth, you just have to take out those warhounds as soon as possible. So transfer that damage, move on. Speaking of which, see, they keep destroying your skills. You just don't really want to be overly reliant on them. You need to be. It's just a man and his rifle. That's, I don't know how to describe it. You know what I mean? Just me and my rifle, or a lady and her rifle, whatever. You know what I mean? But it's just like that's what you got. The most reliable thing, and that's barely reliable. So that's why it's snipers, pistols, or rifles, literally, for this directive thing. I mean, if you came in here with an SMG, you just have no ammo, ever. Every time you reload, you lose ammo. You lose it, and so I'm barely maintaining here, because every time I reload, it throws any reserve ammo into the trash. All right, grenade.
Assistance needed.
All right. What?
Vital signs 0.
Predictive analytics. Yeah, the vocals of the NPCs are funny. They say some funny shit, right? What's going on here? They gonna give me a freebie? Take it. I hate tank engineers.
He's done.
Fuck yeah, he is. You took the Tux Delight to the face. Don't do that. I don't want to go over there because I know there's a tank over there. There it is. I'll take it. Oh, wasn't enough. Aw, humans don't move that way. So what game's way of cheating? Oh yeah, decoy that mimics your actions. Or you know what would be cool is the decoy like Theo Parnell had. Remember where it was just like there was like 100 of them all over the place, and the enemy has to figure out which one you are. It's like a game of hide and seek and shit. She doesn't stagger. She's a beast. What? Oh man. Oh. Oh, I'm blind. It's the worst. Haha. That was a hip fire blind. I mean, that was a blind fire sniper to the head.
Down. Civilian target. They're trying to get the flanks.
What the f? He ran with his head on backwards. Tanks are menacing, aren't they? Still going, are we? We need ammo. Uh-oh, somebody's coming. Switch to our pistol, get some ammo. Easier said than done, isn't it? We should have had headshots still. I guess not. We use it on the dog. Brooks and done. Yeah, I did. I kind of do too, man. I mean, I do too. You know, try the custom M44 also. That one's a beast too. But yeah, the hunting's nice. you get more mods, right? And so you can put on the stability mod is what I do, and then you can also put on more reload speed, faster reloads out of that thing. It's a beautiful gun. The way it sounds, how heavy it is, it's a great sniper.
Active terminal detected.
I don't think it's getting any changes next season either, though. I like how they just give you really relaxing killing music in here. Get in the zone, kill things. What do we got? Hack the terminal.
Target is here.
Oof, they split quickly. Unlimited decoys. They're nice. Anything unlimited in this game is nice, right? Limited ammo, unlimited decoys, unlimited whatever. Seeker mines. You have to reset your skills before you go into the next room, so that's basically what I'm doing here.
Rogue striker drone detected. Hostile striker drone detected. Nearby hostage situation.
Ole! What's going on, man? I didn't see you jump in. Farming is hard. I might get a lot of god rolls in here or close to it, but it's all random shit. Yeah, that's right, Ole. It's worse. So they attempted to fix Determined, and in the process, they created two versions of it. So there's, but it's still usable, but it's technically worse. So Perfect Determined requires, what is it, like headshot, body, then you have to go back to the head, and then body, and then you got to go back to the head, which is not a problem. It's actually not a problem at all. It's still very efficient, and still, like, if that was the way they both were, then I'd actually be ecstatic. But the way the other regular Determined is you go head and then you can go body for days, right? Yeah. So the point is that there's no reason to run the perfect version. Because, like, just might as well run the non-perfect one on your weapon of choice, because the D50 is going to be stronger, right? So It's just a stronger weapon. So just from a weapon perspective too, it's... You're better off running the regular version. Yeah, I don't come into Summit a lot, Brass. No, I don't. You're right. I enjoy this challenge, though. When I come in here, it's really for the challenge. You know, and so then the 10 directive thing is I'm having a good time. I'm having a blast. You know, a lot of killing, a lot of just thinking through. It's a puzzle. I'm thinking through, like, you know, how am I going to get through this one? You know, I got limited ammo. I got whatever your challenge is, right? And so if you didn't know, the weak point on the sniper one is actually this red reloader there. You see that? And so if you hit that, you'll disable it. So now you know. And then from here you can go for the legs. I risked my life doing that for you guys. You're welcome. Is obviously when you have like the sniper does a better job at actually breaking that weak point. And this guy's is the little red balls right there. See that? Disabled. So you can disable these guys over and over again, but it doesn't inflict more damage. It's just like hitting them with an EMP without having an EMP. So it's nice. So like right here, see that? Disabled. So you could do it over and over. He does take damage, of course, but it's not the fastest way to kill him. But if you don't have a skill on, if you're running a DPS build and you want to disable it before you kill it, so you can just have free shots at its legs, then there you go. For some reason, the snipers do really good. So if I hit it again, there it is, so disabled. See that? So snipers do really good on their weak points. And the Mantis highlights their weak points, right? So you see, it's telling you where to shoot. Another benefit of the Mantis. So if you're hitting blue, then you're not hitting it. You should see a white number. So I'm a little too far out here. I'm missing, basically. Closer. Yeah, you get two enemies, don't you? It's kind of fucking with these guys a little bit. But... like, it's easier to take the shot on the sniper one from forward position. You can see the bright red right there. There it is. Where is he? Ooh. And this guy, Red Bull. Let's get that ball. Oops, shooting wood. Sit. Ooh, I thought I was gonna break it. It's a little harder because I don't have any ammo, so I'm like trying to kind of save some of my shots here. Disabled. So if you got a clean shot at it, it's pretty easy to do it again. Except I missed. Look at me, look at me, look at me, look at me. That thing for 1.3. So if you see in blue, it's not actually armor, and that's really confusing, right? So you got numbers, right? Colors mean something on your damage, and I know you experienced players know this stuff, but for the new people. So, but it's confusing on Warhounds because you think that they have armor, but they don't, because blue is armor. But blue is also armor plating, and armor plating isn't technically armor by definition in the game. It's armor plating. It's a separate thing, but it gets the same color as armor. So when you see blue on tech, like right there, it's actually damage to the armor plates, which is, and armor plates are health damage, not armor. So if you're looking to be efficient at killing the Warhound and breaking his plates, you either want something that says specifically that it does damage to armor plating, such as the Ravenous, or you want damage to health, which is usually what most people do, because you have assault rifle. Assault rifle is so easy to access. Anyways, okay, I'll kill this thing now. Stop messing around. Yeah, they fight each other in here. Everything's hacked in here. So sometimes you'll see things like, no, right now I'm fighting the Tusk, so it's all the same NPC variants, but you'll see big bosses fighting each other, Chungas fighting each other. You'll see Warhounds fighting each other. Sometimes you'll see hyenas with Warhounds. They hack the Warhounds so that they have their own. Or you'll see other factions with Warhounds. So if I was running something like an SMG or an assault rifle, what I would do is I'd run up to this fucker and then I'd put a bunch of shots into its weak point, the red weak point, and then I'd put the rest of the shots into his legs. And the legs, when you shoot them directly in their legs, there's no armor plating there, so you're shooting them directly to their health. So otherwise you end up having to break their armor plating and then you get to the health, which is the white numbers. Okay, that's your lesson for the day, so no more. Just kidding. I know a lot of you guys know this stuff, but I'm trying to be more open or clearly communicate for the new players. We got a lot of new players in the game. A lot. So, hope you guys, the experienced players don't mind a little extra tidbits. That's not bad. Gila, glass cannon. So Gila's going to get 3% armor regen if things go well next season. So I'm collecting Gilas. And don't you worry, I am going to be making a farm list as early as next week. Definitely before the end of the year. With chances that things could change. But from my experience at the Division 2, like I was saying the other day, is that, you know, when you see the PTS, they rarely change much, you know. They don't have the resources to do it. It kind of sucks, but... yeah, I'm excited. Yeah. You know, I keep it real with my reviews to the devs because I know they're listening. And so, you know, so it might not always sound like I'm excited. It might sound like I'm not excited sometimes, but I'm excited. I'm happy with most of the changes that they're making. But the letdown is that there's a lot of opportunity that they're just kind of passing by. Either way, the changes are great. You know, there's a lot of players, there's a certain type of player that isn't happy with the changes enough to the point where if some of these things go through, they promise that they're gonna uninstall the game. You know what I mean? Which is kind of funny to me. But I think most of that is the speedrunning community. Because they really don't like the gear lock. Because that's how they exploit the game, is by being able to switch on the fly. But if you don't rely on exploiting the game very much, then it's not going to be a problem for you, you know?
System back online.
Thank God for that regen right there. And the decoy. Ooh, you see that armor jump back? But I get it, you know, I don't like it either. I don't like it either, but it's not a hill to crawl up and die on. You know. I don't like it from the perspective. I don't change pieces too much during combat, but I am tinkering a lot, right? I'm tinkering a lot, and so that requires me to. So I get it, but it's not enough to panic about it. But if you're a speedrunner, ooh, my gun didn't shoot there. That's weird. I'm gonna glitch. I'm gonna delta. Yep, I'm gonna delta. Shit.
System
curtailed. I can't shoot. Now I can. Okay.
restored.
Weird. Fucker. That was a major. I couldn't do anything. I couldn't deploy a skill. I couldn't shoot. Oh, his ammo, man. Thank God for that regen. Look at and the heals, technically. You don't want to get hit by this guy.
System back online.
Oh, really? We can play this.
System disrupted.
He just took out my fucking heals.
System reactivated.
Oh, I can't get that red guy. And he's so almost dead.
System malfunctioning.
Keeps taking out my skills, and it sucks. Are you kidding me? 3 grenades over and over? I mean, come on, man. What the fuck?
System
Don't let up. Soldier.
Did you just take out my skill? They always have an angle on you, and it's amazing, right? They always have an angle on you. So no matter where you're standing, they happen to be able to see you with like perfect line of sight, and they don't miss. Fucker. He was a pain in my ass. Thank God we have that regen, though. It's pretty good for not having a memento, right? Need your bike backpack helping us out here. Coming into clutch. Really? Medic's gotta go. It's getting everybody back up really fast. There it is. Boom, baby. Boom, shakalaka. Did that? Did it? Yeah, the game is good. Ooh, that's a nice Langmo. Skill damage armor. Yeah, we'll take that one. Uzina, nah. Brozos, that's a weak one. ACR is getting a 10% weapon damage buff. Yeah, so anyways, yeah, I'm really happy with the changes. I'm really happy. I you know, but there's more that they could do. Not all of them are great. There's a lot of mediocre changes, but they're all improvements. They're all improvements. So they check that box. They're just conservative improvements is probably the best way to describe it. They're, you know, I mean, you get it, right? They don't want to break the game. I mean, I think they're being cautious. They're going to break the game anyways. We know that, right? But, you know, they're being cautious. You know, they're saying, you know, they don't want to overpower us too much. And the changes that they're giving us are a little bit of power here and there. And they're doing a balancing. I mean, people are calling it a meta shift. It's not a meta shift at all in my mind. I get it. I understand that, you know, the Eagle Bearer is now going to be able to outperform other weapons that used to be the meta. But you think the devs don't know the Eagle Bearer sucks on the weapon handling scale? Of course they know that. That's why they're giving it more power, or in the form of RPMs, right? To compensate. That's the compensator. It's already got a bigger mag, so they don't have to do anything with the mag. But if it didn't, they would also give it a bigger mag. But they know the Eagle. I mean, sorry if you like the Eagle Bearer. I don't mean to hurt anybody's feelings or anything like that. But it does suck, at least for console players. It's just, I mean, the only way I can run the Eagle Bearer and feel good about it, it's not that I can't run it. I'm talking about like actually liking it, right? There's a difference. Is that, and I pay attention, you know, I see the way weapons handle. That's important to me. You know, the Bighorn sucks. The Bighorn sucks, you know? I'm not saying it's not fun to use for a minute. What up, COD God? It's fun for a minute, you know? But I mean, after a couple of control points, I'm done with the Bighorn. So, you know, I'm just like, you're back in the stash for another year. You know, see you next year. Because it's just, you know, weapon handling is a big deal for me. And so, anyways, the way I see it, from my perspective, and it's going to be different from some other people out there, but the way I see it is like, so the Eagle Bearer got stronger, who cares? Now, some people do, but obviously, right? There are people that care. There's a lot of people that care, but like, that's my sentiment. My sentiment is like, who cares? That's me saying, I don't care. I don't care. It's not going to get me to use the weapon. Now, I'm going to showcase it for the community, showing you guys that, yes, you could do this, and I'll probably create a couple builds for you, but it's going to go into stash back where it is. I got 2 of them just hanging out there collecting fucking dust, because damage isn't everything in this game. And some people it is, I should say. Some people, maybe I should rephrase that. Some people, damage is everything, but for me, it's not. You know, it's just not. There is a lot of really strong weapons that are really powerful and even really great, and I still don't use them because, you know, I'm looking for weapons that I, how do I say, enjoy, or that help me with the way I play, or I don't know. That I gravitate to because they fit the way I play. I guess that's the best way I should say it, you know? And everybody does. And so if the Eagle Bearer fits the way you're playing, then great. You know, it's going to be for you. And it's not a bad weapon. I'm not saying that at all, but I'm saying, you know, it's got handling issues. Now, there's a lot of people that don't pay attention to that. They just pay attention to what it says on the spreadsheet, you know? And that's it. That's what's important. But it's just like, but are you performing according to what the spreadsheet's saying your potential should be with that weapon? Because, you know, gosh, I just noticed that a lot of shots are going into air, you know? And my point is like the FAMAS. The FAMAS is a really good weapon, right? It's fast, it's even fun. But it's got noticeable handling issues. Very noticeable. And because of that, I know it's got the best burst DPS in the game before the PTS, but like, it doesn't make me want to use it at all. Because I notice how many shots it misses. And I've run tests. I'll run the FAMAS with whatever, and then I'll run the Police M4 with whatever, same talent. And I'm like, oh my God, I cleared that control point way faster with a weapon that's technically weaker. How's that possible? Because shots on target matters. It really matters in this game. More than the damage. You know, what is the value of a bullet that doesn't land? What is the value of that bullet? 0. You know, so the weaker weapon wins. That's why I don't like relying on stats that ignore very critical elements in the game, you know? That's why I'm not like a big fan of just like leaning on DPS as the tell-all on which build I'm gonna run. It's just, you know? I mean, on some, if the weapon already handles well and it's got good DPS, like the St. Elmo's, I mean, absolutely. You know, St. Elmo's is an obvious winner. And in my mind, the St. Elmo's is still the meta. I don't care what what happens to that Eagle Bearer. The St. Elmo's is a better weapon because it shocks the targets, you know? And it handles like a dream. You're gonna land more shots with it. Yeah, appreciate you, Bench. Yeah. And everybody should use what they want. You know what I mean? And so, yeah, I try not. So I want to give you my, you know what I mean? Like, I want to make sure that I give you guys my honest opinion about things, whether you agree with me or not. But at the same time, I don't want to discourage you from doing what you feel like is best for you, you know, because there is a lot of that in this game. There's a lot of discouragement in this game, you know, what we call like build Karens, basically, right? Oops, I got the wrong gun. Hold on, let me change. You know, that basically say if you don't, I mean, just look at the comments on certain videos by certain communities. They're communities driven, right? Negative people attract more negative people is the best way to put it, right? And so in those communities, you'll see a lot of negativity, you know, and evil begets evil. Basically is what I really want to say, because that's the reality. And it's like, I mean, they're making comments, oh, I can't believe how many dumb people there are in the Division 2 that are running trash builds. They're like, they're not trash builds always. I mean, didn't you all run trash builds? Didn't we all? Everybody ran trash builds at one point or another. It's part of the learning process. I remember when I was brand new to the Division 2, okay, brand new. And it may even been Division 1, I don't know, it's all blending together. But, no, I think it was Division 2. And I remember, like, before I got involved with the YouTube community, before I even knew there was a YouTube community. So, you know what I mean? Because you could always learn, right? But, god damn, that dog is annoying as fuck. Stand still, man. Hold on, let me kill this dog. Basically, he makes it so I can't land a shot. It's annoying. Because he causes body shape. Ugh. That's it. Should have been able to kill him. Hold on. Hold on a second, sorry, I gotta kill this dog, he's distracting me. There he goes. Was that say 100 million right there? Hold on a second. Oh, I can't hit my replay button. Anyways, sorry about the distraction. But I was just saying that, like, even before I knew there was a Division community out there, when I first started this game, you know, I remember looking at the gear and I was like, oh, this seems good. Okay, weapon handling. And I was like, this, you know, yeah, okay. You know, accuracy, I like accuracy, right? You know, but you didn't know that, that was before you understood, or before I understood, what weapons accuracy matters for and which ones it didn't. Of course, I was running just an assault rifle, so it worked. Anyways, but it was, yeah, but then, you know, but the build was sort of hodgepodge, right? A little bit of this and a little bit of that and a little bit of this, and it worked. But by definitions, it would have been probably a junk build. But I was new, you know what I mean? And didn't know better. And so my point is that we all had junk builds at some point, didn't we? Or were some of you born swimming? You know what I mean? Like a shark, born knowing how to swim, you know what I mean? I'm sure some of you did, you know? But I just don't think it's right to put people down for not knowing better or knowing better and choosing something that's not meta, you know? And so there's also disinformation because they don't. So the people that say, you know, things like, oh, numbers don't lie. I mean, politicians say that too. Do you guys believe their numbers all the time? You know what I mean? Like, numbers absolutely lie. Spreadsheets are built incorrectly, by the way. I know this for a person who's mastered spreadsheets by career. And through education, both.
Rogue sniper turret detected.
And I love spreadsheets.
Hostile sniper turret detected.
And when I first started not first started, but when I was early in on my division,
Turret detected. Hostile.
what do you say, gameplay or whatever, when I was newer, I was into spreadsheets. I created my own and would list things and whatever, you know. Not as advanced as some of the ones that are out there now, but just like in a basic format for my own purposes, not for sharing, you know. But there's a lot of disinformation out there because they don't put things into perspective, you know? And so I call it disinformation because it's like some people that present these numbers and say DPS, oh, this one's the best build, best weapon because of this DPS. What they're not telling you, like if you're a new player, you don't know what that means. If you're an experienced player and really have a grasp under DPS and understand how it impacts the game, and you've been playing for a long time and you've played other games and have done DPS calculations and, you know, and you put things in, you are able to put these things into perspective yourself. But there's so many people that don't. They're not DPS calculation. They don't get into the details enough, but they find the details helpful. Does that make sense? You know what I mean? So when you say this weapon is the best weapon in the game because its DPS is 6 million and the other weapon is subpar because it's at 5,999, where's the context there? You know, they never tell you what that means. And so they assume you know what that means, and you don't. A lot of people don't. I don't. You know what I mean? And it's like, and I'm experienced. And so you have to visualize it to really know. Like, what does that mean for the build? Well, what does that mean for my survivability? And the only way to know that is to put it into practice and to see it and to feel it and to experience it. Now, when you've been around the game for a while, then you know that you need 3 to 4 million DPS swings to feel the impact for it to actually matter. And some people just choose the highest DPS because it's the highest DPS, and that's just what they go by, right? But my point is that it's that they're not doing this stuff intentionally, right? The disinformation isn't intentional, and I know it's probably not a good word. Maybe I should have come up with a different word than disinformation, but it's partial information. It's just not put into context, you know? And so I've yet to see. Well, you know, Fog of War does a pretty good job, I think, putting things into perspective and visualizing things with some charts and then kind of showing you. So even though it's not always in-game, he does do a lot of in-game stuff, but what am I supposed to be doing here? Capture the SHD crate. I better go do that, huh? Before they keep reviving people. He does a really good job of visualizing it. Ooh, that hurt. That sniper turret.
System reactivated.
I'll neutralize it.
Gotta take out that medic here in a second. He's got special ammo. Ah, get off me. Do not punch me, whatever you do. I'd rather take bullets to the face than a punch. Isn't that funny?
Wait one, reloading.
System back online.
Oof. Got out of that one. Look at our armor. Looking good, looking good. I mean, between the armor and kill and armor regen, I feel great about it. And so that's what I'm saying. So it's just like, so all their detail in the data is great, but just put it into context for the new player because they don't know any better. They don't. So when you say like, this build is best or this build, the DPS is this or whatever, but like, what does that mean to their survivability? You know, I don't know if I'm explaining this well, but.
Turret detected. Hostile incinerator turret detected.
Targeting hostile.
These guys are everywhere, man.
Assault turret detected. Hostile assault turret detected.
Yeah, I don't like, and that's the thing, the vacuum thing, right? Yeah, which is like, and so this is where I've evolved. So you know, like I said, like I was really into damage numbers, but the game evolved too. So it wasn't just like, it wasn't all me that changed, right? Like it wasn't all me, but the game evolved too, where we started getting more options and we started becoming more powerful. But in the beginning, okay, and you guys remember this, you've been playing the game for a while. I mean, every ounce of power mattered. It really did. You know what I mean? And that's where the testing range was extremely helpful because you could go in there and be like, should I run the Fox's Prayer or should I run a Grupo knee pad, right? And you go in there and you'd be like, well, it's pretty black and white. It looks like it's, you know, if I'm looking for the most damage, and that's what we need because it's an all red build. It's the only thing that works in this game, which was the way it used to be. You know, it's, you choose the strongest, the highest DPS. This situation's got to make sense. Obviously, damage to damage to targets out of cover, damage to armor. You know, there's no armored targets, and don't run damage to armor, obviously. But there's always armored targets in this game, so you're pretty much good to go. But my point is like back then it was so black and white, and then I feel like right now there's a big community that still holds on to that, and it's not. The game has changed so much. It's just like it means so little now. It's just like you don't have to do that anymore. Your time to kill is so fast. I mean, I put together these builds to hopefully show you guys, like, look, I'm going into Legendary with an all blue build. It's Striker with the Memento. And everybody says the Memento sucks in group. Look. And I'm going in with the Tactical Vector that's only got 35 rounds. And I'm going in there and pushing and playing aggressive out of cover. And I come out with top kills, you know? I'm not the king of this game. I'm not doing anything special. I'm just saying, like, we're really powerful. You don't have to run an all red striker build anymore. It's so crazy. You don't have to run the all red striker, or the what do you call it? The striker backpack. You shouldn't have to. You shouldn't have to, you know? I'm talking in general. Obviously, if you're doing a raid or something like that and you got a healer, it kind of comes down to like, well, why not? I get that, you know, but I'm just talking in generals, right? So, but like, I mean, you're a 4-piece striker, anything, you know, mask, gloves, knees, holster. You're so strong. You're too strong. And people hate or are really against saying that you're too strong in this game. Like they're afraid of it. I don't know why, but now, I'm not saying we're so strong that we should be nerfed. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying it's just like you got so much power, you can tinker with your build and perform and still perform, you know? And that's what you want. That's what you want, man. Like the last thing you want to... the game is in a bad place when you're pigeoned into an all red striker build and it's the only thing that works. The game is not in a good place if that's the situation. You know, and right now, and I like Striker. I've always liked Striker. I love RPMs, first of all. And I like weapon handling. It gives me both of those. And I love amp damage. It's my favorite kind of damage in the game. So I'm not dogging Striker. I love Striker. Striker's amazing. I use it as often as I can, but I get bored with it too. Just because, you know, you use something too much, you get bored. But it's just like, you know, yeah, I don't know what it is, but it's just like, I always feel like, you know, I've kind of come down to, it's a communication issue. But before I get into that, I'm just saying, like, yeah, so you have a lot of power nowadays that you should be able to tinker with your build. And, you know, and so like my latest way of kind of framing it and putting it into perspective is this. Okay, like if you run a 4-piece Striker build, you know, anywhere, any 4 pieces, it doesn't matter. You know, and if you feel like that your build sucks because you without the backpack, the build doesn't have enough damage, then it's not the build. It's not the build. You're gonna have to look at something else. You know what I mean? But the problem isn't the build. And I can't tell you what the problem is. It might be you though. You know what I mean? It might be that you might not have the best tactics, or you're not prioritizing your targets or something, but you shouldn't feel weak with a 4-piece Striker. Maybe you're using the wrong gun. Maybe you're missing too many shots. That's probably the case. You know what I mean? Maybe you're using a weapon that they say you're supposed to use, but it's not landing enough shots. Or maybe you're using a weapon, whatever. Maybe your reload times are too bad. I don't know what the problem is. Maybe it's your team. They don't support your aggressive gameplay style. It can feel like that a lot. You know what I mean? Or maybe you're using it on the wrong content. I don't know. But the point is like you should not feel weak, and you should not feel like you have to run the Striker backpack or you're gonna be too weak. If that's the case, something's wrong. Take a look. Maybe your pieces aren't optimized enough. I don't know what it is, but a 4-piece Striker is strong all on its own. That's 100 stacks of amp damage, okay? That's crazy. With 15% directly to your DPS. Improved reload speeds. It's just like you should be really strong with a 4-piece Striker. Any 4 pieces. Did you see that? He was immune. I'm telling you, that keeps happening. I thought it was going crazy, okay, and I just witnessed it again. That was a direct hit. So yesterday, the same thing was happening. It was really frustrating. Dude, lady, get on my nerves. So where I hit him right on the leg and no damage came off, and the reality is it should have killed at least 50% of his armor. See that? That was a blue plate, but still, that one was a blue plate. And I don't know why, actually. That was a leg shot. Whatever. It's so foggy in here. There we go. There could be an engineer hiding in the back. That always sucks. It's okay. But so that's why I like a lot of these changes, you know. But for a lot of players, for the players that are kind of really into theoretical numbers more, I guess you would say, you know, they're just gonna take the same Striker build and change the gun. That's the only thing that's gonna happen. You know what I mean? Like that's all that's gonna happen, and that kind of sucks. But that's their prerogative, you know. But Striker's kind of breaking the game, no matter how much we love it. The reality is that, you know, other things the gear sets need to be addressed, basically. Damn Warhound tank. Oh, tank is everywhere, man. I'm looking for his master. Yeah, there you are, you fucker. Gotta get him before he hides again.
Enemy is here!
Ah. It took forever. I mean, but I would like to be at a place in the game where, you know, we could run like hazard protection and feel good about it. You know what I mean? Put explosive resistance on more types of builds besides snipers and skill builds. You know what I mean? And start playing into that stuff, you know, because it's there and the game has lots of hazards, but oh. Oh my god, she's nuts.
Immediate medical assistance needed. System malfunctioning. System reactivated.
How much armor on kill do we have? 20% armor on kill. That feels good. A good build. Look at this build. I mean, look at it. Speaking of hodgepodgeness, right? I mean, that's insane. Look at it. People say you have to run vigilance on your backpack on a sniper build. You have to. We're not running vigilance. Yeah, I really like Heartbreaker. In general, the community loves tank DPS builds. There's a lot. They're really popular. They're some of my biggest videos. The tank DPS series. You guys seen the 4 Juggernaut video? As an example. They're fun, and I'm excited about Foundry. It's coming back.
System restored.
Let's see if we can use the TAC 50 to shoot through both of these
System malfunctioning.
towers. Has anybody tried that before? I've never tried that. Let me get a headshot kill first.
System.
Okay, let's see if we can kill through both of these.
System disrupted.
Did we get 2 of them? We did. No, we didn't.
System reactivated. System malfunctioning.
God damn. These guys are intense in here.
Tango is flanking
System
us.
curtailed. System back online. System malfunctioning.
Oh, did I shoot the wrong one? I did.
System reactivated.
It was hard to tell.
Curtailed. System
Oops,
back
making
online.
me miss.
Immediate medical assistance needed. Terminal destroyed. System disrupted. System reactivated.
Hiding in the bushes with my Christmas sweater. Why is she shooting at me? The decoy out there. I'll put it on me. Were you sending that whisper to me, Tap? I'm not looking at my dealio there. Yeah, man. Xbox. Xbox. Yeah, there's so I turn aim assist off. That really helps sniping. If you didn't know you could do that, go down to your settings, go to, I think it's controls. Yeah. And then go down here to aim assist, wherever it is. There you go. And you can turn it on or off. And so I keep it off. I find it's better to have it off and take back control of your game. There's nothing wrong with keeping it on, but if you're sniping or using Headhunter, sometimes, a lot of times, you end up fighting your controller for power. It'll try to like shoot weak points and chest pieces and stuff like that, and you don't want to do that. You want to be going for the head. But it thinks it's smarter than you. I don't know if we grabbed a key or not. I mean, don't you think when if you ran 10 directives, it should be like raining your targeted loot? Like through the sprinkler heads? Yeah, there's not, I mean, if you're a new player, I recommend keeping aim assist on until you're, you know, you kind of got a feel for your weapons and you got that muscle memory kind of built in. It's sort of like the best time to turn off aim assist is when you start to notice it. When you notice aim assist, it's time to probably start looking at it. Whether you need it. That's the thing. And like that was the thing for me. I did a whole video breakdown on it. But I noticed it. I was like, man, because I started getting into sniping a lot. I was sniping a lot. I was doing a lot of run and gun no scope sniping. And I was noticing that my gun, I was always fighting my gun and my gun was selecting my targets and, you know, whatever. I started noticing it more and I was kind of like, I started thinking about it. I was like, how did the devs gain control over my controller? I was like, what mechanic would they use to be able to do that? And I was like, oh, you know what? It's the aim assist, isn't it? And some people come right in, and I had friends that do this. They would come right in, and the first thing they did was turn off their aim assist just by default. It's the way they play. I mean, for assault rifle builds, if you're playing with assault rifles, you might as well keep it. No reason to turn it off. But if you're relying on a lot of headshots, you might not want it. You gonna fix it? Hell you will. My mini tank. Yeah, but I love exploring new weapons in this game. There's a lot of good ones. I still learn. You know, because the way you feel about weapons evolves as you evolve as a player in this game. And so you You know, I'm not saying like every day pick up a new weapon or anything like that, but there were days like I remember when everybody was using the MK16 in the Dark Zone. Remember that? It was like, oh, the MK16 is the best weapon in the game, blah, blah, blah. And then I used the MK16 and I was like, what are they talking about? This gun sucks, you know? But I just wasn't there. But now I really appreciate it as you kind of get the feel of what weapons are better in certain scenarios. It's not like better all around, but in certain scenarios, like some weapons, like if you need to get in a lot of headshots, some assault rifles are better than others, you know? The ACRE, MK16, those are great headshot weapons. Same with the TKB. Very easy to get lots of headshots. Oof. That Warhound's got an angle on me, bro. Get me out of here.
Hostile striker drone detected. Immediate medical assistance needed. System restored.
Look at my regen. That's what I'm talking about. We just took a lot of damage. And we're back and running. Trying to get to his buddy.
System malfunctioning.
I know I can use that thing, but I'm gonna take the hard way around.
System reactivated.
Why am I taking damage? Come on, man, move. Where's my cover to cover movements? There we go.
Hostile assault turret detected.
There we go. Finally. Why?
System restored.
There it is. That's what I wanted to do. He didn't like it, did he?
Rogue incinerator turret detected. Hostile incinerator turret.
Ah. That's that. What do you call it? Ragers.
Sniper turret detected.
Makes him tanky.
Sniper turret detected. Vital signs critical.
Fast time to kill, fast time to heal. Let's go get our little box. Oh, what?
Immediate medical
What?
assistance needed.
What was that? Oh. Did I just get sniped by a sniper turret? I think I did.
Vital signs zero.
Because we were healthy. We were really healthy. All right, same room though. That's good. Oh wait, it's not the same room. We went back one, didn't we? Oops. Too close.
Too close.
That's what I said.
Friendly took us back.
System back online.
shit. Ah, I knew that was gonna happen. Thank God she got shot too, though, huh? I heard her sneaky little footsteps. Murakami Hermano. All right, now we're back to the same room. That was a shame. The way we died last time. Luckily, we got here quickly. Look at that Warhound. Warhound down. Oops, right behind us. Ooh, and it's a take. Eat that. Somebody hiding somewhere. Oh, there you are.
System malfunctioning.
Oh, fuck you, dog. God damn it. What kind of... that's so bullshit. That dog landing that grenade is crazy. Think about it. Oh, maybe it was that tank. Not dog. I meant tank. I thought it was the yellow one, but I don't think it was. It's this red one. Still not having to use armor kits, though. That's pretty good, right? That's something.
System curtailed. System restored.
Yeah, That was a hell of a shot right there. You have to watch that one back. It's going on the highlight reel. That weapon handling, it matters for shit like that. I try to go as fast as it matters. You notice that I'm like not opening caches and stuff like that just because this can take a long time. Obviously, you know. Every now and again you're gonna have some boo-boos, you know, and they're gonna set you back and shit. Oops.
He's gone. Stop that. Tango filled that one.
UAVs are up. Sending the UAVs. Need a new mag. Down and out.
Keep them off our flanks. Targeting us.
God, hella foggy in here. I didn't see the weather report, but apparently called for fog. Why am I being targeted? Ah, God, stupid! That was stupid! Everybody was dead!
Agent vital signs 0.
Yeah, I come here. Last time I was in here was in July. It's insane. It's getting kind of late for me, though. I got a video to work on real early in the morning. I should probably call it quits. It's probably a good time. But we're cooking, you know? That was a shitty way to die, I gotta say. Because I was on fire, man. I felt, you know how you kind of get on a run, and I actually wasn't gonna stream tonight. I was gonna work on a video. I'm working on that big tips video. I mean, there's 100 tips I get pumping out. That's kind of like a really nice end of year kind of, I guess gift to the community, kind of. You know what I mean? And I'm trying to make them all as like really helpful as possible, not just junk tips, you know. But like, you know, these things. Hopefully, even experienced players will pick up on something or will be reminded of something maybe they already knew. There's little things, right? Like, I'll give you an example, like that the Stinger Hive takes explosive damage, sort of. You know, and so there's some confusing things in this game, right? And so if somebody doesn't tell you, you're never gonna know. And so you can make assumptions, but some of it, there's a history behind it, and it, knowing that history affects the outcome. You know, and so an example is, so the Stinger Hive will show explosive damage, but it doesn't actually accept explosive damage as a modifier to its damage, but it applies explosive damage. Does that make sense? So if you, in other words, you know how like the numbers mean something, damage numbers mean something, right? So you got gold for crits and you got yellow for explosive damage. And so if you throw out your Stinger Hive, you'll see explosive damage numbers. And so you'll make the assumption that you can run explosive damage on your build. And it's gonna impact that, but it doesn't. Skill damage impacts it, but but it still applies explosive damage. You just can't do anything about it. Isn't that kind of funny? And the reason why is because apparently, and I don't remember this, but the story is that it used to apply explosive damage and the devs changed it. However, for things like the global event, Hollywood, you'll notice that it's still, that's how you know, is one of the big giveaways. And when you run it in Hollywood event, it'll disable shields because it's applying explosive damage. And because you're seeing gold numbers or yellow numbers, which is explosive damage. But you can't run explosive damage to modify it. And so you can, you know, put on your Stinger Hive, run it with a Technician, and then run it with Demolitionist and watch your numbers, you know, and you'll see it not change. But it's still an explosive skill. So that's what's confusing, right? It's still an explosive skill. So when you have something like Hollywood and you want to disable shields, throw on the Hive, you know? Isn't that funny? Little things like that. So. And then, you know, so a lot of, if you've been in the game for a long time, some of them you will know, of course. But there's people that have been playing for the game for a long time and don't know things like, I got all directives here, so it's really hard for me to demonstrate anything. But they don't know things like the sticky bomb, quick fire, right? There's a lot of people that don't know if you double tap or, I remember it was a long time before I realized that you can ignite chems. You can ignite chem launch, the fire chems. That if you double tap, you can ignite it. There's another blind fire headshot. Now, how many of those I can do? Let's try this one. That's pretty close. So yeah, you can put out a bunch of chems in front of a door, for example, and as soon as that door opens full of enemies, you can ignite the fire. So you don't have to wait for something else to ignite it. And there's a lot of people that don't know those little things, or that the Firefly and the Sticky Bomb have quick fires also. Quick hip fire capabilities, basically. The traps do too. All the traps do. There's another one. You see the blind firing thing? It's pretty cool.
Wait, reloading. Eyes open. He's wasted.
Another one is even if you do know about the quick fire on the sticky bombs, another one is that if you use a weapon with a scope, you can hit targets in the, you can basically snipe with it. And I would show you that here, but I can't change skills without, well, maybe I can. I got green things laying around. Let me put one on here. I'll just do this one. Let me get a green thing. There we go. Reload. Is this door open? Yeah, it is. Okay, so let's find a target very, very far away. Let's try to survive.
They're coming up on the flank. Over there.
Run.
On the flank.
Why am I running?
System reactivated.
Oof.
System curtailed. Serious trauma detected. System back online.
Trying to get away from being cornered real quick, and then I'll show you what I'm talking about. Oh, of course I died. Never mind. I'll just show you on the wall. Okay, yeah, so see that yellow line? So you could go in and scope, and you can do this on an assault rifle or whatever, right? So it doesn't have to be a marksman, but if you go in on scope, you can hit something. So let me see here. What's the range on that? I think my grenade can only go to about 35, and the ceiling is gonna hurt it, but to there, it's about I can't see. It's low ceilings. So I'm just going to estimate that about 30 from when I'm wall to wall here, about 30, 35. So anyways, so when you're running and gunning, you could go in the scope real quick and then double tap and it'll hit on that target. Like, so you can snipe with it while running and gunning and land that shot. And so it doesn't have to be an actual sniper, but like, so I use the M1A CQB with the scope a lot. And so I'll quickly acquire my target and scope and then double tap and bam, it'll hit that target right on the face, even if he's like 50 meters out. I'm not sure what the final range is, but it goes, because I can't, maybe if I run, what do you call it, Ranger talent, I can measure it. But my grenades only go out to about 35 meters, so I can't really measure with my grenades. So, you know, if you use your grenade as a measure, you can see your distances, right? And so the farthest I've clocked it with the grenade is at 35 meters, but it goes way out there, man. It might hit 100 meters, your sticky bomb. Which isn't that far in reality. They just give you really dumb optimal range in this game. It's 100 meters, it's just stupid. But it goes really far. Let me see if I go back to Washington, D.C. I can show you. But that's just one thing, and it's really helpful with sticky bombs, adding a scope to your weapon. And so, like, if you're running a skill build, a skill damage build, using, like, the Doctor's Home, for example, is a really good weapon if you're using the sticky bomb, because you'll get armor on kill, and you can use the scope to launch those stickies really far distances. Anyways, so I got 101 of these types of things. You know what I mean? Of these types of things. And so many of you may know them, but I'm hoping even for the experienced players that I got a couple of good ones in there that I've learned along the way. Like the guaranteed headshots with Riot Foam, how to time that out kind of thing. There's also one of the ones that I've repeated on the stream a lot is how to run and gun shieldless, like with a pistol build, and not need and survive basically by playing into a mechanic where the deer and headlights mechanic, you know, where when you're close and personal with the enemies, you know how they kind of just sit there and stare at you and don't shoot. Well, for a headshot pistol build or shotgun build or rifle build or anything like that, like that's a lifetime, right? Anyways, so this is where we're at, 50 meters. Yeah, in the testing range, it's a little weird in here. Let's see here. Yeah, so it's at 45, but I won't do it at 50. I mean, that might be the real limit, but in the game, it seems like it goes beyond 50. But I don't know for sure. So maybe 45 is a real limit, but one way to know is if I run a rifle with Ranger and then go test it in the field, see where that target is, maybe in cover, and then see if I can hit that target at different distances. But anyways, it's pretty handy. And so I'm showcasing it here when I'm not moving, but the cool thing is like when it lands when you're moving too, you know? And so it allows you to play really fast. Put it to 45. It's not a very good demonstration because I can only move like an inch. But there you go. That's basically. Anyways, little tricks like that, and there's lots of little fun nuggets. Glory days, helping the oxidizer cam shoot straight, right? Like little dumb things like that. Holding certain weapons like the mop in hand on explosive builds for the armor on kill. Some of the stuff is little, but all right, everybody. So I will catch you tomorrow. Thanks for hanging out with me tonight. Look forward to the video that's launching in the morning. It's a build video, and then I will get this tips video out ASAP. Definitely before the weekend. Definitely, whatever it takes. All right, everybody.